Hi fam, welcome to my channel. My name's Tommy where I talk about all things Web3 related. If you like that kind of content, then please consider subscribing to help me on my journey. My channel is just 1 month old, so every single like, comment and subscribe really does mean the world to me. Thank you. In today's video, we're going to be talking about Splinterlands, which is an OG blockchain game, and which cards I suggest you stack for the biggest returns in the future. If you're brand new to Splinterlands, there's a link in the description. You can go and sign up and buy a spellbook for $10 US, and that will unlock all the play and earn capabilities. So into the market, I feel the best value for money right now is the Chaos Legion set, which you can use in modern and wild, but the prices are really low in this bear market. So I'm going to go over 6 different Splinter cards of which ones I suggest you stack for the biggest rewards in the future. We'll start with Fire, and there's only one guy that I really can only recommend in the Chaos Legion set, and that's got to be none other than Grum Flameblade, because he is a legendary, so it might be an obvious choice, but he is an awesome tank. Just look at his stats. So like, he has Bloodlust, which is the only card out of all of the cards playable other than the Gladius cards, which you can only use for brawls, that has Bloodlust. So when he gets going, he can just rampage through the whole deck. So he has Void Armor, which is a good tank mechanism to defend against magic attacks. And then if he goes up to here, he just reduces the magic attack. And then even higher, he goes to Giant Killer. He's just an absolute beast. Look at him. Everyone's going to want this card, and there's only 18,600 available. So if we go into like the daily active users for Splinterlands on DappRadar, in 30 days, there's 300,000 just under. In 24 hours, there's 145k unique active wallet. So when it comes to this number, it's not enough for everyone to go around. And imagine if a big influx of new players come, everyone's going to want this popular tank card, Fire card. He's a legendary. He's one of the best cards available. Everyone's going to want him. So this number is really low, and they're currently burning 25k packs Chaos Legion a day. So that was my choice for the Fire card. Leave a comment on which one you would go for, and we'll move on to the Water. And there's only one guy for me, and he is a reward card from the Chaos Legion, and he is Djinn Oshannus, and he is another legendary card. If I can find him, here he is at $1.88. So you can literally pick one base copy up for under $2, which is ridiculously cheap. Now there is a lot more of these in circulation because it's a reward card. You do get it free with your focus chest for playing the game, but he's an absolute incredibly strong card. Again, you can use him as a tank. He voids the magic, and then at level 2 he gets phase, which can miss the magic attack. It's a ridiculously strong card. Everyone that plays the game is going to want to own a Djinn Oshannus because he is very good. Now I'm not going to keep going on about all the legendary cards because that would be a bit boring, and there's a lot of cheaper options. So into Earth, there is a lot cheaper card, which is not a reward card, and I'm going to go for the Regal Peryton. Now, what you see with this card is what you get really. He basically is a flying card, no special abilities, but because he's magic and paired with Obsidian, the magic summoner, he'll get a buff onto his magic. So when he goes up to level 3, he's got a magic attack, so it could be 3 with Obsidian, but he's so fast, he comes flying out the gates as 6 speed, and he's flying, so he's very good for Earthquake. Again, 93,000, it's a rare card. Everyone's going to want this card, and you can literally pick it up for 25 cents. Under $3, you can get 10. Stack these, and I'm pretty sure they could get definitely 10x in the future, if not more. So onto Life. Now Life is a funny one for me. It's not my strongest deck, and I was going to go for Uriel the Purifier, who's a legendary as well, but he's not very good until you level him up to level 2, so he's very good as a gold card B. So what I'm going to have to go for is, because of General Sloan, is this guy, the Pelacor Arbalest. Now he's very cheap at 18 cents for one card. Again, he's a rare, and there's 90,000 editions in circulation. So again, he doesn't really have any super strong abilities coming up. It does unlock the flying ability at level 5, but the thing is, with General Sloan, he will be 3 attack, and because he's got Twin Strike, he can do 6 damage. It's not very fast, but again, I think everyone's going to want this card, and at 91,000 copies, and it's a very cheap stack at 18 cents. Definitely worth considering buying this one because I think everyone's going to want that card. So on to Death, and now Death is probably the easiest one for me to choose, and there's only one choice for me, and that is the Cursed Windeku. He can be played as a tank because he's got his Thorns ability at level 1 and a 9 health and only 6 mana. He's a ridiculously strong card and a good useful card. I think everyone's going to want it. Again, it's got that around that 90,000, and it is a little bit more expensive. It's just under 50 cents, but you can get 10 for $5, and that's brilliant. You can play him as as a tank. You can play him on your backline with Thorns to get people with sneak. And then he comes into his own at level 5 because then he has heal. Now with heal, that's ridiculous, so it's hard to kill. With 10 health, Def's not got the strongest cards in general, so I generally think everyone is definitely going to want a copy of this card. Stacking 10, maybe 20 of them would be definitely a future potential to make a lot of money. Onto the dragons. Now these are probably the most fun cards for me to play. I just really love playing the dragons, and I can't not choose the Chaos Dragon because he is so much fun. He has Scattershot and he has Blast. Actually at level 1 he doesn't have the Blast, he just has Scattershot, but at level 2 where you need 3 to combine 3 to get him up to there, he has Blast. So then when he Scattershots, he can go and take out the whole middle row and the back end of your team with one shot if he's lucky. But it's just devastating and it's so much fun to use. Bearing in mind at level 2 you would need a higher graded summoner to play that card. I have a gold copy of him and I have the original copies. Definitely worth picking some of these up at $5. And his name's the Chaos Dragon, so he's named after the Chaos Legion set. I know he causes a lot of chaos with his Scattershot. Everyone's going to want this card, and buying the gold copies or just the general copies, again, definitely going to go up in value for sure in the future. So please leave a comment on one or all the cards I've picked. Easy 10x if there's a lot more players coming into the game. So big gains made for buying these Chaos Legion cards. They are burning the 25k packs a day, which is quite a lot. Leave a comment on which cards you're stacking, if you're stacking any, or if you agree or disagree. I'd love to see what people are doing and have some feedback on my video. Every single comment I'll definitely get back to and reply to. If you like my content, then please consider subscribing, like the video as always, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks, bye.